Please like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post another video. I have 2 whole smoked turkey wings that I bought shrink wrapped at the supermarket. Thank you. So in any event, I want to separate these. I don't want them together. So going to make a white barbecue sauce, and I'll be using as my base horseradish sauce, and I'm going to use about 8 ounces, which is about a half of a 16-ounce bottle, and this is really strong, so I do want to dilute it just a little bit. And what I'll be diluting it with is vegetable oil. And I'll be using about, I want to say about a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. And the reason I'm using vegetable oil is because vegetable oil has a very mild flavor to it. It's almost non-existent. And so I don't want anything to compete with the flavor that I'm trying to achieve by using anything like olive oil or anything like this. This is garlic powder. So I'm just gonna use about a tablespoon of garlic powder, and I'm going to use about a tablespoon of onion powder. I'm going to use white pepper. And the reason I'm using white pepper, I'm gonna use about a teaspoon of white pepper. And the reason I'm using white pepper is because that's my preference. Anytime I'm making something that's a light colored sauce, I prefer to use something that doesn't show up readily in it. So I don't like those specks in my lighter sauces. And I'm gonna use a heaping tablespoon of sugar. And I have apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to use, I want to say, about a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. So I'm just going to give this a nice stir. See how this works out for me. I like it already. I like it. And I'm also going to, I almost forgot, I'm going to use thyme. So I have some French thyme, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in there, just a dash. So I've decided to add a little bit of chicken bouillon, about a tablespoon. Also decided to add a little bit of honey. I want to say this is about 1/8 of a cup of honey, pure honey. I'm also going to add melted butter. And this is about a stick of butter. I'm just gonna put that butter in there. Okay, so I am going to add a little bit of apple juice to my white Alabama sauce. And I'm also going to add a little bit of MSG. About a teaspoon of MSG. Give this a nice whirl. Mustard is optional. I personally do not want to use mustard in this, but I've seen where they've used mustard. I don't want to use mustard. Splendid. Perfect. And so I'm going to place these in a freezer bag. And I'm going to take some of my Alabama white barbecue sauce. Not all of it, but some of it. And I'm just going to pour it onto this. I think that does it. Just so that it's evenly saturated. Make sure before I close it completely, I get all the air bubbles out. And so I'm going to let this marinate for 24 hours. And make sure it's completely saturated. And I'm saving some of this so that I can pour it over it and use it as a sauce afterwards, because we don't want to use anything as a sauce that's been on raw meat. So we're gonna let this go for 24 hours in a marinade, and I'll see you back tomorrow. I'm going to start air frying my russet potatoes first. I'm going to place them in the air fryer for a total of 30 minutes, 15 minutes at 400 degrees. And then I took it out of the air fryer, flipped it around, and cooked it for another 15 minutes. I did the same thing with my zucchini. I put it in the oven for a total of 10 minutes, 5 minutes at 400 degrees, flipped it around, repeated the process. I wanted to get a nice crust on my zucchini and potatoes, so I took them out of the aluminum foil, dusted them with the same seasonings that I used, and cooked them for a total of 5 minutes in the air fryer uncovered. Click the link in the description box below to watch the mukbang portion of this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post another video.